Hi.
I'm in Dan's home.
You are?
And
you're about to read my fortune?
Kind of. So my sister gave me these Mother Peace tarot cards. You might have seen them on my Instagram because
They're very jolly.
Thank you. So this is a tarot card deck made up of women in mythology and history. And it's from the 70s or 80s.
So women from mythology and the 70s and 80s?
No.
So you sort of have, like, Athena and also Janet Jackson?
No.
Right.
Definitely not Janet.
That's a problem.
No, this is a tarot card deck from the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
From, like, the hippie feminist era.
Was it made recently, but
it's
designed
continued
then? Or is this from the 70s?
So with tarot, you have lots of different types of decks.
Okay.
So each deck has it has the same names of the cards, but the actual designs on them are different.
It's definitely.
So you have, like... you have a different deck. You have like a Zen deck.
Definitely on there.
I'm just not even going to acknowledge this, but it just keeps happening.
Go to my channel where you'll see a video all about how horrid Christmas is.
Oh, he's starting with that. And there is another card there.
So I've never done tarot before. I don't actually know what it is, and
I'm such a rookie, and I feel like there are going to be people here who get really cross with me. But basically, my sister is really into it, and even though I don't like, quote unquote, believe in the tarot in any mystical way, I find it a really useful way to work through problems, whether it's because I respond to things like, that's ridiculous, or actually that's a really helpful way of thinking. Mm-hmm. And I think it's more about your reaction to something than it is about anything that's intrinsic in the card.
Okay.
And that's what I found really helpful. But for other people, they find it helpful to find something like essential or intrinsic in the card.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't listen to a word because I was too busy sort of trying to focus on you, but paying attention to the shuffling.
No, I'm literally, it's not a trick. It's not a card trick.
No, I know, but
I'm just shuffling.
I'm sort of mesmerised by it, and I don't know why.
So basically tarot for me is a way of working through problems.
Great.
You can read different things. You can do a big layout. We can do a small layout. We can do a big one, actually. Why not? You clean?
That's how I get through my problems.
You clean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I use tarot cards and wine.
I use the wine too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing... Okay, so when you shuffle these cards, you have to think about a problem that you want answered in this reading, but...
Oh my God.
You have to think about, like, it's like a question. Think of a question you want answered, but one that maybe you'd be happy for the internet to know about, or if not, that's also fine. You just tell me that you don't want them to think about it.
What? Give me an example of a good question.
So it can be like, is the next step I'm thinking of the right step for my career? It can
be let's do that.
Broader than that.
Okay.
Or it can be whatever.
Is my 2018 plan solid?
Think about that while you shuffle these guys.
God, this is like...
Yeah, you gotta shuffle.
It's
It's hard to shuffle around cards though as well.
I feel like in a different life I was a hippie, or like I feel like were I born in medieval times I would have been like a pagan witch. All of this stuff about listening to your body, and I feel like there's something going on here.
No, but it's hard because obviously there are people who believe in this really strongly, and I never want to step on their toes.
I can see why people would. I'm not a cynic.
Alright, the other thing is that I don't know these off by heart, so I've got the little leaflet.
I'm nervous. I can actually feel nervous.
So, you're nervous?
Yeah, like I can feel...
I did this with someone, oh God, it was really stressful. She was waiting on results at her dad, and then at one point she just stopped because she was like, I don't really want the next card.
Can I do that if it gets a bit... No, fuck it, it's for a video.
No, it's for a video, you've got to do it. Alright, you ready? The first two that we're doing are about like where we are right now and what you're learning about.
So this one's going to be living room card.
Yeah. So that is the 7 of Wands. That's all. It's very important to keep it where you are.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's who or where... Step 1, don't move the fucking card stand.
So there are these nice women with their boobs out having a dance.
What are they doing? They're just dancing around?
They're dancing around, and she's got a stick. In fact, they've all got sticks. I assume those are the 7 wands. Mm-hmm. This woman is shouting.
So Wands is about fire and passion and creative spark. I get a lot of Wands. So who or where we are right now is a 7, which means you're defending a position, explaining yourself, a diversity of opinions. You're exploring.
I'm
so
exploring.
anything's possible.
I am
It
exploring.
has a diversity of range of like the way you could look at something, and what we're going to find out through this reading.
I'm trying to start the new year from a plane of let's see what happens.
This one is the atmosphere card. A major
I'm just
arcana
gonna-
card.
Just gonna. Oh, my phone's over there. I'm gonna take
Or
a
just
picture.
death.
It's the death card. It's just within 2 cards. Death is.
It is the atmosphere. We did just film a video about existential Christmas. Sometimes it's right. Alright, okay. The death card says, death is not an ending, but a transformation. Nothing in the universe is ever destroyed. Things simply change form. Like the snake shedding its skin, fully conscious and aware of itself, a person leaving one state is being simultaneously reborn into another.
So it's the death of my previous notions of my career rather than my own death.
Yes.
Okay.
But also real death. Wow, that really didn't take long. I thought it was going to appear a bit later.
No, it's just death. Just
Alright,
straight
so
up.
this card is what you're learning about this month, or the lesson of the cycle. It's called the cross current card.
Flyerfant.
Flyerfant, it's an H.
Hierophant.
Hierophant, I think is how you pronounce it.
What's that? This looks like the
Says-
Colossus of Rhodes. She seems to be, they're praising him.
This is what you're learning about this month. A somewhat depressing card. The Hierophant represents the priest, the pope, and a bowing to the authorities of organised religion and cultural law. He demonstrates how custom and tradition can control an individual's life energy. The Hierophant is the lawgiver, the internalized judge or parent, and the prevailing cultural morality. The Torah, the Bible, and the Quran.
What?
So you're learning about authority
Okay.
this month.
I'm wondering, I'm questioning whether or not whether or not YouTube's algorithm is what's really going to help me out.
See, they knew. They know everything. Alright, root. So this is what you're standing on. This is like your unconscious base for what you're standing on.
Okay.
And that goes here. The 9 of
I'm
Wands.
standing on wands again, and there's another naked lady.
She loves being naked. Look at all those wands.
Good for her.
What you're standing on, as we said, like passion, life force, fire. But in this case, it's energy in reserve stored up for when you decide to use it.
I have a base of energy. Oh, good for me.
Tarot is real. Alright, 5 is
What's this supposed to
passing
be?
away. This is an event in the recent past from yesterday to last week.
The hanged one.
Not a card of violence or crucifixion, the hanged one represents voluntary submission of the ego to the spiritual power of the heart. Its ancient form is the hanged Artemis? Yeah, there we go. Its ancient form as the hanged Artemis symbolizes surrender to the female archetype of receptivity and compassion, the first step towards shamanism and spiritual control.
I'll be honest, that's a lot of words you just said there, and I didn't hear a single one of them because I was too
It's
focused on this
The
man.
ego submitting to the heart.
Or is it a lady? Those boobs.
Oh, they're all ladies.
Oh,
It's the future.
you're right. Sorry, that's patriarchy.
So you've had in the last week, you've had a time of compassion
Oh, I
and
have, yeah.
listening. 6 is Sky, personality and head spirit collection, how you behave in the world.
World.
Oh, you've got the world card for the
is this
world
Mother
one.
Nature, do you think?
I think it might be. Doesn't
good.
look like Jennifer Lawrence though.
Is Jennifer Lawrence Mother Nature?
Yeah. The universe is a dance of energies. Maya Shakti, a movement of creative forces in us and through us. The wild card signifies that the personality is no longer blinded and confused by identification with what is not real. True liberation and freedom are felt within the individual and the group. Did that make sense?
No.
Okay. So it's
Not very bright.
alright, so personality is nothing to do with what is and isn't real.
Right.
It's about the forces moving through us
Okay.
and within us.
Sure.
And that's the environment that we're working in right now.
Fine.
So this is the near future. This is tomorrow to next week. This is card number 7. The 2 of Wands.
More wands!
You love wands. Okay. Wow.
Oh no.
Tomorrow to next week. Invention. A sense of personal power. Sexual attraction. Hey, someone's going on Tinder.
No, I'm not. But perhaps I'll meet someone elsewhere.
He's going on Tinder.
This means does this mean I'm gonna have sex?
There's going to be there's going to be a sense of personal power, and there's also going to be sexual attraction. So I think that there is probably going to be.
Maybe I'll ask someone out. Maybe that's what that means.
Maybe you'll ask someone out because of the tarot reading.
Maybe I'll do that.
All right, so here is the self-concept, how you think or feel about yourself, whether in harmony or conflict with one of the other cards.
The 8 of Discs.
You're on the path, apprentice, adept, having many skills, cooperation.
Cool.
Is that how you think of yourself?
I'm gonna be on The Apprentice.
Do you feel like you're an apprentice but you have many skills?
I feel like I've got loads of skills, but I haven't figured out what to do with them yet.
Do you have good skills of cooperation?
Yeah.
I feel like you do too. So I think that's pretty accurate. Tarot's real.
Hashtag
All right,
tarot
so-
is real.
Hopes and fears, and it's usually both. It's a reality as well as a hope or a fear because it's a major arcana. And
Yeah.
it's
It's a
temperance.
major arcana.
So major arcana are the ones that have the
Huge.
Roman
The biggest arcana.
Roman numerals at the top. When death is no longer feared, body and soul can integrate with... When death is no longer feared? Who doesn't fear death? When death is no longer feared, body and soul can integrate with one another, creating balance and a centered self in the midst of moving energies. In this card, water and fire unite in ecstasy, and consciousness dances in celebration of the self.
I'm sure it does.
Great.
I'm not afraid of death, and then I can be one.
So you're a superhero, basically. Good job.
Thank you. Tarot is
Yeah,
real.
hope and fear. Hope and fear. So house. This is an individual or group whose energy you are drawing to yourself. The Son of Swords.
That's quite... Look at his little willy.
It's tiny.
Good for him.
Can't you tell that we're in tremendous
Yeah.
Son of
So,
Swords.
Son of Swords I quite like. That sounds like I could... That's my character in Game of Thrones.
An idea, a tendency to be too mental, detachment. I want to get through this. Just like that song.
I gotta get through this. I gotta get...
Outcome. All right.
Oh, this is it.
So, all right. If this is a major arcana card, like the ones with the Roman numerals on
Yeah.
it, it decides how the reading will turn out. And
Right.
if it's not, we keep drawing until we get a major arcana.
Okay.
It is a major arcana.
Straight off the bat.
Strength.
Strength!
Fuck! I just.
That sounds good. Oh, no. Well, you had strength.
The matriarchal mind.
That's Nando's. Jack's got a Nando's.
The matriarchal mind is often represented as the Lady of the Beast, she who tames through sheer spiritual force. That's you. This is the strength of the archetypal savior and redeemer, Tara of the Tibetans or the Celtic Bridget, Queen of Fairy. She is the mistress of spirits, shaman, sibyl, prophetess, witch, and mana figure. So I think the conclusion is that you are gonna fucking crush it in 2018.
Yeah! If you disagree with that tarot reading, put it in the comments below what you think my 2018 holds. Answer the question with how you have read this tarot. Also, if you'd like more tarot from Rosianna, just put that in the comments too. Say yes, please. More, thank you. That's your comment.
Thanks. Thanks for joining me, Dan. We made a
Most
video
welcome.
about death, the second card that we pulled here today on
How
Dan's channel.
about death and Christmas?
Well, it was also about,
Festive death.
other things. Kind of. All right. Thanks for that. Bye.